Can't nobody move like us. 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 People. Can't nobody move like us. Can't nobody move like us. People. Can't nobody move like us. Can't nobody move like us. People. Can't nobody move like us. Can't nobody move like us. I know you heard what the pastor say. Better get the truth or you pass away. We can see the booths in the masquerade. Standing in the booth made of grass and hay. Strapping up the boots on the Saturday. Gathering the troops for the black and Asiatic indigenous people that was sacked by Spain. Now you know the language of your masters. Now you trying to buy up all your masters. Now they got your women while you master. Now you throwing kiddies in like Asta. Now you love your chains and you like to skate. Never saw a day when the blacks were great because they clever saw a way they could master face. If not them, then the facts are racist. Look at my back, never back to basics, I'm gone. Can't nobody move like us. 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 People. Can't nobody move like us. Can't nobody move like us. People. Can't nobody move like us. Can't nobody move like us. People. Can't nobody move like us. Can't nobody move like us. People. Methamphetamines in your veins. Couldn't see the spirit, so you ran into the pain. Couldn't fly with spirit, so you landed in the plane. With a liquor in the pills and the women give you gain. Running from the father, but he calling your name. Run a little farther and you right back at the same. Nobody ever taught him that it's never gonna change till he turn back to the east. Never go back to your ways. Used to feel like the bag could save me. Used to smoke trees to relax, but lately I really found peace when I passed the bacon. And I live by these things, so I passed the bacon. In the word, not Pastor Mason, not led by God. Most pastors Masons, most pastors faking. No pastor vacant, no classes to show those masters Nathan on God. Peculiar people, peculiar people. Peculiar people, peculiar people. Peculiar people, peculiar people.
Big Jew.
Peculiar people, peculiar people.
Can't nobody move like us. Can't nobody do it like us. They ain't really bro like us. Who would've ever thought it'd be us? Cause they ain't been through it like us. They don't keep the law like us. They ain't outlaws like us. They ain't strong like us. On the block like us. Giving hope to the community. Kill the separation, we just focus on the unity. Every 7 standing on the corner with the KJV. We don't even need a bunch of brothers, give me 2 or 3. Give me 20 minutes and I'll teach you your identity. Keep an open mind and listen up and maybe you will see. Ooh, these are the nations, they want your salvation. They don't give a damn about what we've been through. They will not tell you the chosen is you. So come follow me, I'll teach you how to move.
Peculiar people, peculiar people. Peculiar people, peculiar people. Peculiar people, peculiar people. Peculiar people, peculiar people.
I sometimes find myself alone in a dark room, and I'm thinking about you. Like when you had came over and said to me, my Lord, do you need anything? I'm here to serve my King. Won't speak, but let me serve you. Who are you? Baby girl, you got me asking, who are you? Never thought a princess could get down like that. Made me fall asleep the way she rubbed my back. Who are you? Never seen this woman before, who are you? If she gotta leave, she leaving, then she come right back. Never knew repentance could look like that. I'm so proud of you. I cheer loud for you. For me, felt like a king. Got me wanna tell the good Lord, yo, good Lord, yo. I I really, really hope he knows my name. I present my rib without a wrinkle or stain. Got me wanna tell the good Lord, yo, good Lord. Even though we were in captivity, baby girl, she made me feel like a king. Got me wanna tell the good Lord, yo. She like it when I keep commandments. I confess she understand that she submitting to her man. Yeah, be my pillar, be my rest, and I could probably pass the test. I must confess I do the best I can. Yeah, be my peace of mind, be my peace of mind. Yeah. Always in your line, yeah. Always on the grind, always on the grind. Preparing ourselves for when we drop the pieces, we can put them back together. Never separated, stay committed to forever. Had a lot of options, but the one I chose was better. The one I chose is better. I know you got a lot of things on your plate. When it comes to me, you move them all out the way. Give me all your love and all I can take. That's why I can say, yo, I'm so proud of you. I cheer loud for you. You change your ways for me. Felt like a king. Got me wanna tell the good Lord, yo, good Lord, yo. I really, really hope he knows my name. I present my rib without a wrinkle or stain. Got me wanna tell the good Lord, yo, good Lord. Even though we were in captivity, baby girl, she made me feel like a king. Got me wanna tell the good Lord, yo.
Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Yeah. The devil thought he had me, I got away. Yeah. Don't it feel good when you've been in his presence? Yeah. Walking with him ain't no second guessing. Yeah. Some call it luck, but I call it a blessing. Yeah. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me, yeah. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. Thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Walking with him ain't no second guessing. Some call it love, but I call it a blessing. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking you, Lord, for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. The devil thought he had me, I got away.
Feel temptation in my flesh, I'm tempted in my eyes. Lord, I'm running to you, cause I don't wanna backslide. I'm in your world, you show me how to escape. All I had to do was call your name. Your ways are way above my ways. Just when I thought that I would fall, but Lord, you saved my soul. My chains been broken. When I was at my lowest, you showed me I am chosen. And I'll take all this time to get it right, fulfill your purpose. Cause Lord, you saved my soul. My chains have been broken. I let the Bible decide which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing. I let the Bible decide which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing. I got dreams all on my plate. Before I cook, I'ma say my grace. Devil gon' hate, he won't beef. I treat that beef like it's a steak. I won't break, God gon' fight my battles. He gon' call that play. I asked him to show me how to walk on water. Hey, I'm on a wave. Sometimes I slip and fall, but God got me in his arms. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I keep a Bible, them demons be trying to fight you. These scriptures, they shoot like rifles. I spit like 100 snipers. Them demons be ducking fire. Demons will try to tell you you losing, they liars. Run with the highest higher. Look up, I've been flying by you. Look up, he been trying to find you. That devil be trying to stop you. He cook like some Kanye cider. Lord, you saved my soul. My chains been broken. When I was at my lowest, you showed me I am chosen. And I'll take all this time to get it right, fulfill your purpose. Cause Lord, you saved my soul. My chains have been broken. I let the Bible decide which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing. I let the Bible decide which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing, which way I'm moving and growing.
I'm Israel, Soldier Young Quab here with the verse of the day, coming from Psalms, chapter 112 from the top. Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon the earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endureth forever. So we got to come back to following the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's his will for us. That's what we have to do to show that we even fear the Most High, that we respect the Most High. Once we do that, then our family for generations and generations to come will be on top of all nations on this earth. Shalom.
AHOS.
ride in my ride. So much on my mind, just trying to catch a vibe. Thinking about my people, it seems they all blind. They thinking they know the truth, but no, not up to 12. Try. Some say we a nation that's built up on tribulation. Some say we was taken and put in this situation. I say honestly, man, it's a little bit of both. Just take it from a nigga who parents native and Haitian. White folks stole my people's land, but we gon' take it back, cause the most I put the power in our hands. Yeah, we going straight reprimand, cause the people did us dirty and never got punished. From here to France, they out here preaching peace, but to us ain't none given. Convince us to protest, but disregard how we living. Well, soon y'all gon' know how we feeling. Yeah, how is Shy's coming back to prove to you that you ain't been forgiven. I'ma break it to you now that with this joint ain't no hook. The aristocrats on the mic pushing them words like a book. I'm anointed and I'm a saint and I got these niggas shook. I'm a Danite prince of the power and I can't be forsook. I think it's unfortunate that y'all couldn't face the facts. You so confused, you can't seem to break down Romans and Acts. When I teach, y'all got me losing all of my patience. Hear the word Israelite and then it turns to Galatians. Honestly, y'all need to do some investigating. My people acknowledge but still fighting for education. Broke them shackles off of my mind and set me free. Now, Father, y'all got me thinking immortal relation. Try and wake y'all up, but you suckers being complacent. Shot that nigga in the street, but how you grew up's adjacent. Take a nigga life for a little bit of wealth just to spend that shit and move back into your mama basement. Now you become a Muslim so that your life don't get taken. Boy, assalamu alaikum, bean pies, green eggs and bacon. Allah just the title, not the name of the Most High. You a Israelite, soon to be seeing revelation. Hey, now they saying the prince is lyrical. I'm ruling this thing, but it ain't nothing empirical. Yeah, how was I sent the comforter, got me feeling spiritual. Yasha Allah on the rise, I ain't even hit the pinnacle. Hey, y'all know ain't too many better than I start varsity on this mic, I even got a letterman. Skills, concrete, solid, I ain't talking settlement. Reppin' the Anointed House, man, you know we killing it. Hey, this time around, y'all better get a ticket. This young get hit a bomb like the 96 Olympics. Mess with the men of the Lord, might end up in the clinic. We taking the kingdom soon, 1 hour, 0 minutes.
Of Sid the Sloth.
AHOS.
Happy Halloween.
Let me unmute. Yo, shalom, family, shalom. Welcome back to another Milk Mondays. I'm the co-host. This is Officer Knock. I've been incognito for a couple of weeks, I think. I've been under the weather, had a lot of things going on, but I'm glad to be back with Captain.
That man been gone, man. That man been gone. He left me hanging.
Yeah, not really. I was in class, but I just wasn't. My face wasn't shown. As you can tell, my voice is still kind of raspy a little bit, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that everyone is here. Hey, all praises to the Most High. Before we get started, I want to first give all praises and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Want to thank everyone for always participating with the Anointed House of Saints. Let me go ahead and turn it over to Cap if you got a few things to say, and then I can go ahead and continue. But how you doing, Cap?
Well, I mean, I got one advertisement, but I'll wait till you finish. It's for myself.
Con, no problem. Hey, check this out. Yo, before we get started, I want to just do my old little spiel that I used to do all the time. It's been a minute, but I want to send a shout out to any brothers who are wanting to build, put their brick in with the Anointed House of Saints. You can do so by sending us your interest through email at anointedhos@gmail.com. In the subject line, just make sure you put prospect phase, and we'll get that information to you when we start the next prospect phase. Also, any sisters who want to do the work with the brothers and with AHOS, You can also send your interest for the sisters ministry to anointedhos@gmail.com. Again, let us know that you want to be a part of the sisters ministry. And once we get that going, we'll let you know so we can go ahead and bring you on in and you can start building to bring this kingdom back together again. Also, trying to think, is there any other announcements that I'm missing right now? I can't think of any. We don't have our new calendar up yet, do we?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, because all right, yeah. I think it's just let me see real quick. Let me just check. I think we do have some events and some feast days still coming up.
Yeah.
So Feast of Dedication will be coming around the corner, December 15th. I know that there will be some brothers in certain states that will be gathering, more particular in North Carolina at the school. So if anyone wants to attend, please let us know. You can let us know through email. We can get you the information as to the time and the exact place and where we will be gathering for the Feast of Dedication. Also coming up will be the next new moon, which is the 9th month, will be November 20th. And we'll get that information to you because we'll have a class for that also. All right. All praise to the Most High. All right. So let me also do this. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't think we have too many people in. I can run through this real quick. Let me go ahead and get some shout outs. And we can go ahead and get started with this class. Today's class is titled, and I hope I get this guy. I don't care his name right.
Screw his name.
Yeah.
Vlad Chuckleburger. Vlad Chuckalach.
Right.
Vlad
Yeah. So correcting Vlad Savchuk on Hebrew Israelites, right? This guy was saying a lot. I seen a video a few days ago. Captain also came across it. We both kind of lined up in the same mindset that we got to react on this, right? So that's today's class. But let me go ahead and give some shout outs to those who are in class. Apologize for being a little bit late, but let me go ahead and give shout outs, right? Shout out to our lovely mother, Johanna. Shalom to you. Shalom. Our wonderful brother, Nazar, 12 Gates Israelites. How you doing, bro? Shalom to you. Shalom to the mighty soldier, Nadiyab. Shalom. Shalom to the mighty soldier, mighty brother, Keith Stringer. Shalom. Shalom to the lovely sister, Apariana. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Shalom to you, sis. Shalom to that mighty brother, DTA. Twan. Shalom to you, brother, always. Shalom. Love to you always. Shalom to the mighty Captain Shaquat. Shalom to the mighty soldier, Gary. Shalom, shalom. Let's see. Shalom to the lovely sister, Charlicia Gunn. That's the house of Azariah. Shalom. Good to see you, sis. Looks like no one else has come in or no one else has at least posted. So if you do, I'll try and call you out at the end of class. But other than that, I think we can go ahead and get started. Again, tonight's class is correcting Vlad Savchuk on Hebrew Israelites. There's a lot of buzz going on, folks. There's a lot of buzz. Normally, we don't get a lot of attention we do, but for some reason, I've been seeing a lot more engagement with Christians and apologetics coming at the Israelites as if we're some type of cult or some type of hate group. We only believe in skin and everything like that. And we're gonna attack. I don't want to say it that way. We're going to react to this to Sid. Not Sid. Sid the Sloth. We're gonna react to Sid on his understanding of who we are and what we are. And so let's go ahead and get that started. Captain, whenever you're ready, you got the flow.
All right. Well, first, like I said, I got one thing I want to show y'all. So I have started a new venture. If you live in Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, mainly those states right now, you need a new roof, any type of home remodeling, renovation, hit your boy.
That's
you know
what's
what
up.
I'm saying? Hit your boy. You know what I'm saying? You could call this number, ask for Eric. Don't ask for Eliel. They're not going to know who the hell you're talking about. Ask for Eric. You know what I'm saying? Or you can ask and acquire on my social media if you don't want to do that and everything, and we can hook you up, right? So, yeah, I'll start with that. Let's get into it.
All praises.
So, Vlad Savchuk or whatever the hell. What you said the name was?
I said,
Whatever.
Savchuk,
Vlad,
Savchuk.
Vlad, F your name. Okay. Screw you and your name. But I'm gonna try not to be too mean to him. I'm not gonna talk about how he look much, much, because I ain't gonna be able to not do it at all. So, but much, right? I'm gonna make the Christians happy tonight. So, why are we talking about Vlad? Well, Vlad decided, in case those of y'all that don't know who I'm talking about, Vlad is a content creator, right? He's made a lot of videos, and he's got 2.2 million subscribers.
Yep.
I know you're like, who the hell is this dude? I ain't never seen him before. I understand the sentiment. I said the same thing. The video only got 2.7 thousand likes, right?
Crazy.
But then again, with his subscriber count, it only got 69,000 views. So as Nak was saying, this obviously isn't a video that his audience liked too much. It's not something they were interested in based off the amount of subscribers he has and the amount of people that watched it, right? But there's people like him that wouldn't normally make a video about Israelites that are feeling the need to make the video about Israelites, right? Either because they think it'll catch traction or because they just want to, make sure that there's content out there for people to see downplaying what Israelites teach, right? So I personally believe, this is just my little conspiracy theory, but I personally believe that people like Vlad are being paid by certain organizations out there to make videos like this on Hebrew Israelites, even though it won't fit their audience or the videos that they normally would make. And we've seen it with, I don't remember that other white boy name, but the dude that makes the little like interview videos and stuff. He interviewed Captain Tazariak out the blue, but like those ain't really the type of videos he would go and do. And then he tried to do like some other stuff similar to that with like white groups in that category, but even those weren't like videos he would normally make on that type of channel. So it's like, there's people making videos that they normally wouldn't make. You know what I'm saying? Involving us, Hebrew Israel. So this video came across my timeline. I'm coming back from Tennessee yesterday, and I clicked on it. I was like, huh. I was gonna do a video that Boaz sent me, which we'll probably do that next week. But when I saw this, that video led me to look for something, and then I found this video. I was like, huh. It was done 2 days ago. Now this is 3 days. I was like, okay, so this is very recent. So let's go ahead and see if we get on this now before anybody else does, right? So, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't watch the whole video because I almost crashed my car twice on the way home from Tennessee in the middle of the night because his face was hilariously funny to me and I just couldn't stop laughing. So, yeah, it was raining. It was dark. I cut the video off. So we're gonna basically watch it for the first time together and react to it. I don't know if Knock watched all of it. It's only
I
13
did.
minutes.
I
So
did. I
he
blew up
did.
the comments.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. So then he said he blew up the comments. Word. So, yeah, we will, check this video out, let you guys see what he's talking about, and we're gonna react to it, correct some of the things, mainly correct a lot of the things that he said, from the first 5 minutes that I saw. Well, after his little, explanation of who we are, that part was kind of correct, how we got
Yeah.
started and stuff. He didn't really say nothing bad at the very beginning.
Right.
It was when he started talking about the doctrine and things we teach, where he was overly disingenuous. I'll put it like that. Right? He was very dishonest with a lot of things that he said about us. Only honest thing he said, honestly, when it came to the doctrine, was the fact that we include Hispanic and Native Americans and we're not just black Hebrew Israelites. He's the first Christian that I've ever seen actually authentically do that.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I noticed that right
He
off.
made sure to say that we weren't a group that just says blacks or Africans or Israelites or something like that. He made sure to include Hispanics and Native Americans, right? And then at the same time, right afterwards, basically made us all seem like we don't know what the hell we're talking about. So I wanted to get into it because, of course, he brought out some scriptures from the Christian point of view. So we're going to either explain the Bible or we're going to make him seem like he contradicted himself which both won't be good for his audience in the video that he's making, right? Because the Bible is not supposed to contradict itself. And if we can explain away the things he said and use scriptures to prove what we're saying, that would mean he was wrong. So there's also historical claims that he made, which is another thing that made me want to get into this video, because he tried to say some things about how there isn't any historicity, any historical facts or evidence to prove that so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans are Israelites. So, of course, since we did a little bit of that last week with the black people, we could do it a little bit this week with all three groups, right? So let's get into it without further ado.
Talk to you about something that happened recently in Atlanta at the big Christian prayer gathering. Some groups identifying as Hebrew Israelites showed up and confronted people. And you probably saw the videos, and I want you to think clearly and biblically about who they are, what they believe, and how we as Christians should respond. Let's dig in together. Recently at Access.
I'm sorry, bro, but don't he look like that thing from this the only joke I got. I just can't, because every time it zoom in on his eyes, it made me think of this. He looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame mixed with the dude from The Hills Have Eyes. Okay. You on mute. I can't hear you.
I said, and you got to add Sid the Sloth. But yeah, he does look
and
like
Sid the Sloth. Yeah, because he got the head width of Sid the Sloth with the eye. Yeah, with the eye separation like Glorilla before surgery. And then and then he got like the lazy eye that's like half shut, like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it stick out like the dude from The Hills Have Eyes. He just ain't got the messed up teeth and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The Most High made him a like real life Halloween character. That's probably his favorite holiday.
Prayer event in State Farm Arena, which was hosted by the church 2819 Church, pastored by Philip Anthony Mitchell, and they gathered about 40,000 people that came for prayer, repentance, and seeking God, and several groups claiming to be Hebrew Israelites.
Y'all remember the 2819 Church, right? The reason IUIC is so mad at them and they getting on them so bad and stuff like that is because that's the church with the big black coon nigga that said Jesus ain't black. Remember?
That's right.
So, yeah.
Hey, big ups to IUIC for attacking him too. For
going
shout
out to the brothers.
Shout out to the brothers. Yeah.
Shout out to IUIC. And yeah.
Attendees as they entered and exited the venue. And you see the videos of them shouting, holding signs, and calling out Christians, challenging them what they believe, something that they love to do. Now, this confrontation.
Now, that's something we're supposed to do. We're supposed to challenge you in the things you believe. We're supposed to tear down strongholds, right? Using the Bible. So if you believe something that's not in the Bible, but you claim that you believe in the Bible, but the things you believe aren't in the Bible, that's an issue. That means you don't believe in the Bible because the things that you believe are not in the Bible. So we're challenging you. Hey, what do you believe? Is that in the Bible? No. Okay, so why do you believe it? I don't know, because pastor told your pastors teach stuff that's not in the Bible. And y'all got mad that the brothers went out there and did that in mass number, right? And that it actually woke some people up out there too.
May feel shocking and intimidating, and it's probably
it was 2 weeks ago. People still making TikTok videos about that joint because them brothers said things that made them think about stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
His right and his left eye is still thinking about things he heard at that conference. Look at it.
Not the first time you saw it. There's plenty of videos going around online of these people coming into churches and disturbing church services and shouting out, rebuking the pastor, calling him a heretic.
Hey, can we make a correction on that?
Come to work.
Huh?
Make a correction on that. He's talking about, he said they're coming into the churches. They're not. They've sent.
Shalom.
Yeah. So let me correct that at least. We don't do things outside of what the scriptures tell us, right? So I know IUIC has a habit or a good habit of addressing certain churches, right, that teach terrible doctrine. What they usually do is they usually send out emails. They usually try and get in touch with the pastor to have a one-on-one sit down. They have never, ever gone into a church to disrupt it. They've stood outside and they spoke and they've passed out and presented their claims.
Let's
I just wanted to bring that up because I don't want that to
Yeah.
seem like a huge, like all Israelites just come in and disrupt. We don't do that. But
Right. Yeah. When you've seen videos of us in churches teaching, it's because we were invited into the church to teach the church.
absolutely.
When the pastor gets mad at something we said and kicks us out, that's the pastor then taking back his word to allow us to teach the church. And then, oh damn, these niggas know too much. Wait, hold on. Wait, get out. You know what I'm saying?
Then we're
So
kicked out.
that's how that happens. That's not us barging in the church and then taking over the church and then we getting kicked out the church. That's a lie. Anytime you've seen us in the church, we were invited into the church. When I was in college, I actually got invited to go to some things with IUIC Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I know how they do it because I was involved in some of that stuff back then. So yeah, they'll hit up a church, like he said, send emails, even send a guy out there to talk to him sometimes, right? A lot of it might send 2-3 guys out there to go talk to him. Wait for him outside. People come outside. It's never the pastor. He always sends some women outside or some men and some women.
Or security.
Right. Or security with the men and the women. Right. And the brothers are trying to talk to them. So, and you can see videos online where you'll find the security guards going back inside to try to get the pastor. Oh, damn. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let me go see if he's going to talk to you. Or the ladies come outside. Oh, no, we don't want to hear that. We rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Right? Like, all that crap happens. And then the brothers is like, that's not in the Bible. And then they start reading scriptures about how you bibbity bobbity booping. And it's not, if we don't understand what you're saying, you can't edify the church. You lying. Just because they read the Bible. That's not them speaking outside of the Bible. When the scripture said for them to go into the highways and byways, and your church is on a damn street corner, right? With a sidewalk. Is it not wrong for them? Is it wrong for those brothers to go right in front of your church on the sidewalk in the highway and byway and teach the truth? Especially if your pastor's not teaching what the Bible say? No. That is actually going within the rights of what the Bible says, not going outside of what the Bible teaches. So, got anything else on that? Not. All right.
Worship Jesus, that they are all deceived. Who are these Hebrew Israelites and what do they believe? How different are they from the biblical Christianity, and how should we respond? As
something else what he's going to call biblical Christianity is what Christians believe. That we all know is not in the Bible. Christians believe in Christmas. Christmas is not biblical unless you're talking about the part of the Bible where it tells you not to celebrate the holiday that resembles exactly that of what we call Christmas. Jeremiah chapter 10, verses 1 to verse 6. Read that. Jeremiah chapter 10, verses 1 to verse 6. It tells you and shows you and explains to you vividly the holiday that we call Christmas. Right? You don't got to read it for the second time.
Okay, God.
I want them to read it. So you read that and it explains to you what Christmas is and then tells you not to do it. Choose not the way of the heathen. Right?
Right.
So it's like, but Christians celebrate that. They don't celebrate Hanukkah or dedication. Christians celebrate Easter. They don't do Passover. Christians have never acknowledged a new moon. Christians have never, ever done the tabernacles, a day of atonement. They ain't never done nothing the Bible say. They eat pork, they eat shrimp, they eat crab, they eat lobster, they eat shellfish, they eat booty noodles. They eat booty noodles. That's chitlins, for those of you guys don't know.
All right.
Nice. Pig feet, chicken toes, fish eyeballs, gators, snakes,
right?
Raccoon, possum, nigga. What?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Hey, there's another very special holiday coming up in a couple days for the Christian church. Anybody know what it's called?
Crackers Day. I mean,
anybody know? And someone put they call it a great holiday. What's the holiday that they are getting ready for in a few days? The Christian church.
It's called
They changed the name up a little bit, but they practice the
Lanterns
exact
Day,
same thing.
the Fall Festival of the Dead,
Right? Many names.
uh,
Oh, yeah, I see Nazar said Devil's Night. There you go. That's
Devil's
one.
Night. Yeah.
There we go.
Hallows Eve.
There it is. Yeah.
Halloween. Yeah. Trunk
There we
or
go.
treat.
Trunk or
Yeah,
treat.
my girl job just had them do that crap, bro.
There it is. Kasaja.
Hallelujah Day.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yep. That's what it
There
is.
it is.
They actually call it Hallelujah Night.
Hallelujah Night.
Khan, Sister Johanna. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Khan. So yeah.
This is what Christians believe. They don't believe in the Bible. But what he's going to describe as, the things that Christians believe as biblical Christianity. Whereas the things that the Israelites teach that everybody can see comes from the Bible, which is why they're such a threat. We're such a threat. People are so scared of us as a people, no matter we're a camp, no matter we're a congregation, no matter we're a single light. You know what I'm saying? It's crackers coming up to the brothers on the corner by themselves with guns, getting mollywopped and folly-fopped on camera, right? So it's like, we're a threat. You see that now. So pay attention to what he says. That's biblical Christianity versus the black Hebrew Israelites.
Christians. So first of all, the history of the Hebrew Israelite movement. In late 1800s and early 1900s, some African American leaders began teaching that black people are descendants of the biblical Israelites, God's chosen people. They mixed Jewish practice.
Let's mention it's not just those people. Some famous people they teach you in school, like Nat Turner, W.E.B., Harriet Araminta Tubman.
That's right.
Who else was you gonna say?
No, I was saying what you're saying.
What's the Haitian brother?
Gosh.
Lord.
Oh Lord, I can't remember the name. It's around the tip of my tongue. Vesey?
Not him.
The one that was he kicked out of the United States? Is that you talking about?
Nah.
No, okay. So
Louverture.
Yeah, Louverture. There we go.
And Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Right? So they also taught we were Israelites. So it's like people got to understand historically. Damn, did I do that? I did not mean to do that.
Take it off.
Yep. But people got to understand historically that
I got it. Okay, you got it.
I'm sorry. That there's a lot of history that we have to back our movement, right? And there's people that have been teaching the history to back our movement way before we had a One West, way before we had a Commandment Keepers, way before there was a Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas that y'all talk about now. We was teaching the Israelites or the black Hispanic. Well, it wasn't Hispanic, Native American people yet, even though they was teaching that within their own community. We have proof of that stuff. But us as a whole, right, have been teaching that we are Israelites since before, like during slavery. You can read and hear and listen to slave hymns, right?
That's
whether
right.
Hispanic or black. And you can see that they're both talking about them being the Israelites, right? So it's like you can read books, which we'll show you when he gets to his lies about history and historical claims. But there's a lot of history to back what we teach as Israelites, to say who we are, right? To back our so-called lineage, as they would say, right? There's a lot of things that we didn't write. So people got to keep that in mind as well. But pay attention. It ain't just those people. I just wanted to point that out.
With Christian ideas and themes of racial identity and empowerment. Now, this message gained a lot of traction among communities looking for dignity and identity in the face of oppression and racism. And then different branches emerged.
One thing I don't like when white people say that when they talk about us, They make it seem like we just did it because we're looking for identity and stuff, but
Oh
they
my,
don't mention that they took our identity.
right.
They named us after some colors that come out the crayon box.
Uh,
So they're being disingenuous by explaining the fact that we're looking for identity while also not explaining that they took an identity from us. So could this be the identity that they took from us that we found? You know, because there was a term that they used for the Israelites before black people started claiming it in mass number recently in years, right? They used to call them the 12 lost tribes of Israel.
mhm.
Now all of a sudden nobody thinks they're lost. Right? They don't use those words anymore. But these black people, these Hispanic people, these Native American people, they're searching for identity. Why the hell do they have to search for identity? Is it because they lost their identity? Wouldn't that constitute for them being lost, like the 12 lost tribes of Israel? But again, y'all have to understand and realize that the reason white people don't use certain words that they used to use anywhere, like anymore, certain phrases that they don't used to use, that they used to use that they don't use anymore, such as themselves calling them, you know, Ashkenazi Jews and changing it to just Jewish people, and now they want to just be Jews, right?
Hey, have y'all noticed that they're doing that a lot more now?
Now they're just the Jews.
They're
It's
just
not the
Jews
Jewish
now.
people. It's just the Jews
Mm-hmm.
because they're trying to iterate and claim, you know, post the narrative out there
Mm-hmm.
to make people regurgitate the fact ain't no ish at the end of it, because then black people on the streets are teaching people ish is a suffix, means like or pretending to, you know, like them Jewish people. Right? So they're catching on to the things we're teaching and the things we're saying and the things that people are catching on to, things that are making sense to other people, things that they're able to look up. It's like, huh? So they're pushing narratives out there into the public. Now they're not calling them Jewish people anymore. Now they're the Jews. Right? They're going to continue to change these narratives based off things that they see that we're teaching that are catching on to the public. Right? And then they're going to pay guys like this guy that have 2.2 million followers, but don't make no videos like this, right? To make a video about us, do his history research, tell a video and tell the history of how we got started, damn near to the T of how vocab did, right? Because that's the playbook that they're using. The vocab Malone, Hebrew Israelism playbook. Right? This is what they're doing, trying to combat Hebrew Israelism.
Over time, different type of Hebrew Israelites groups formed. Some tried to live like Jews, keeping the laws and the Sabbath. Others developed their own unique doctrines, mixing parts of scripture with new revelations and racial interpretations.
New revelations.
Clean that up.
So the things that we teach, you can literally find in commentaries on your Bible Hub, on your Blue Letter Bible, on your Strong's Dictionary, anywhere that you have commentary, right? So they're not new revelations because there's white people that were saying the same things we were saying. They just weren't saying that people were black. So we're not teaching new doctrines biblically. We're not coming up with new ideas biblically. The only thing that's new to people is the identity of the people we're saying is who the people are in the Bible. Us. Right? There were always people that understood the Bible was only talking about the Israelites. There's Christian groups that teach that.
Yep.
So us teaching that it's only for the Israelites isn't a new thing. It's not a new doctrine that no Christian has ever heard before the black Hebrew Israelites. There's Christian groups that teach that. There's Christian groups that teach you should keep the Sabbath day.
That's right.
And keep the commandments. Right?
You know the one
Like
thing,
the 7-day Adventists.
right?
There's Christian groups that teach you can have, or yeah, I guess the Mormons would be a Christian group. So there's Christian groups that teach you can have multiple wives.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These are all things he's going to say that we teach that are bad, that are like heretical. You know what I'm saying? They make us heretics. They make us false teachers. They make us bad people that shouldn't be teaching the Bible, that are teaching new doctrines and racial, you know, incentivized interpretations. Like, bruh, that ain't what this is. Go ahead, Knock. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, we can put it out like this. We don't have to say that it's, what we teach straight what the scriptures say. And we don't even have to say it's us, right? We don't have to say it's us. If you read the scriptures, you can see that the scriptures talk about one particular nation, one people. So, but the fact that we are now coming out and we're expressing that these scriptures fit us more than the so-called you-ish, now it's a problem.
And now they have to push that it's a universal thing more than ever. Now it's like it's no groups that ever taught it was only for the Israelites. Now everybody that's a Christian has to teach that everybody's, universally saved. You're all saved through grace and faith.
God.
It's crazy, man. All right.
The important note is this: they're not all the same. Some accept both the Old Testament.
Y'all hit the like button when you come in the building, Baba Cashapp.
Like, share, subscribe, please.
Don't come in without doing that. Yeah, share the video every now and then, y'all. Let your family members see this.
Sure.
See what they think about it. Send some text messages out or something. You know what I'm saying?
And the New Testament. Others would add Apocrypha, and some even reject Paul's letters entirely because they believe that slave owners misused Paul's writings to justify slavery.
I personally don't know any Israelites that just, unless they're Old Testament, that reject Paul's letters because of slavery. If there's a group that y'all know, let me know, because I would like to do a video on them. But I don't know any groups like that, unless they're Old Testament, which they don't count because they don't believe in anything in the New Testament, not just Paul's letters. So,
but the Bible itself in 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 16 calls Paul's letters scripture, confirming their divine authority. Now, in 1969 in Harlem, New York, a school known as 1 West 125th Street began a new street preaching version of the Hebrew Israelite movement. From that movement came several other well-known groups that you may see today. And they are recognizable mainly by their uniforms, fringes, megaphones, and aggressive public preaching. These 1 West groups created 12 tribes chart, which claim that Black, Latino, and Native peoples have each been descended from specific tribes of Israel. While these groups claim ancient Israelite ancestry, historians, linguistics, and archaeologists have found no credible evidence to support these connections. Their claims are more modern theological inventions than historical realities. Their main proof text is Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to get a close up on his ugly ass face when I say this, right? And when I show this, so y'all can see it, right? Huh? Let's move the hunchback to the side for a second. Hunchback Sid Sloth Rid. What are we gonna start with? So he says there's no credible historical proof, evidence, right, that Black, Hispanic, Native American people are Israelites. So let's start with the Jewish people. You have Rudy Rockman, right? Rudy Rockman has affirmed that Black people can be Jews. In YouTube videos and other public statements, Rockman has argued against the misconception that all Jews are white, and has specifically cited conversations with Black Jews as influential in his perspective. His position aligns with the long-standing reality of Jewish diversity. Judaism is not limited to a single race or ethnic group, and Jewish people belong to a variety of ethnic and racial backgrounds. In 2021 BBC interview, Rockman stated that Jewish identity is not defined by external looks, but by common faith and values after having a Shabbat dinner with Black Jewish woman. I'm going to stop there because we already know who Rudy Rockman is. We did a video on that damn devil, right? Let me show you what he looked like in case y'all forgot who that damn devil is. Where you at, you damn devil? All right, here he is. The damn devil himself, right? Little Rudy Tootie. Jewish Israeli rights activist, former Israeli soldier from Paris, France, but an Israeli soldier. Let that sink in. What's their little special ops thing called? I think he part of it. He got to be right. He
Mhm.
he he go to all the Jewish communities in West Africa and teach them that they are not the Southern Kingdom, and that they are Ephraim and Manasseh and Dan and Gad and Ephraim and Asher and all that crap he like to say, right? So yeah, that's what they be doing. But why are they doing that? Because there's no historical proof that those people are Israelites, or is it
Hmm.
because there's so much historical proof that they're trying to teach them that there's somebody that they're not, and that so that they could keep themselves as the people that they're trying to teach everybody else that they are, as in Rudy's people continuing to be the Southern Kingdom, aka the Jews, and teaching the actual Jews that they are the Northern Kingdom, which would exclude the actual Northern Kingdom, right? So it's crazy. Shalom, love. But yeah, so check this out. We got more history. Hold on, let me delete this stuff so I don't go back to it. Let's not go back to Rudy. All right. Now, I showed y'all Nature Knows No Color Line last week. You got other books like Babylon to Timbuktu. In fact, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's use AI. AI, what is the Tariq Al Fatash about? The Chronicle Tariq Al Fatash mentions a community of people known as the Beni Israel, aka children of Israel, or Hebrew leaders. So they associate Israel with Hebrew, which is why we call ourselves Hebrew Israelites, okay, in West Africa, who had a possession of 333 wells. 333 wells would be a little bit of land. And this is for just the Beni Israel in certain parts of West Africa, right? This book was chronicled at the beginning of 1402, Negro. Okay? 1402. Y'all be thinking about 1492. This 90 years before that. Niggas is Israelites in West Africa. And before the Spanish people and the Portuguese is over there, the Dutch is writing books about them.
Mhm.
How about that? The community was documented because this is a documentation, right? Something that gave them proof that there's Jews over there in West Africa so that they could go take him and put him into slavery eventually, right? They make a map called the Negro Land map, which we're going to ask AI about that next and see what they say.
Mhm.
But let's continue. Location 1402 CE. The community existed in Tiderma, a town in present day Mali. So they had 333 wells in Tiderma, right? They had 7 leaders, and none of them got Israelite names because they grew up in a Muslim community.
That's right.
So you can't go, there's no Israelites over there. They had all Muslim names. They're all Muslim. They're Muslim. You see, these are documented Israelite leaders with no Israelite name. The closest thing you got to an Israelite is Shaleb and Solomon. Soleiman. Okay? And then you got like I don't know if Tholeman is no, never mind. I ain't even going. Yeah. So anyway, you got Jabrut bin Hashim, Toliman bin Abdel Hakim, Zayor bin Salam. Okay, Salam. I guess you could make that similar to as Salam and Shalom. Abdel Latif bin Soliman, Malik, which is their Malak
Ben
bin
Ayub. Hmm.
Ayub. Yeah.
That's kind of yeah.
Hey, no, that nigga African.
Yeah.
Fadil bin Zar and Shaleb bin Youssef. Okay, these niggas is Nigerian, they Ghanaian, they Senegalese, all that, right? They all got put into captivity. All these niggas got put into slavery. All their families got put into slavery, right? They was shipped all around different parts of Africa and then taken into Dutch lands, then taken to America, all that different stuff, right? So these are 7 Israelite leaders who had a community, Israelite community in West Africa, right? In the Tariq al-Fatash. The reference to the Hebrew leaders and the 333 whales in the Tariq al-Fatash fits within the broader history of Jewish communities in West Africa. But this cracker with the cracked up eyes is telling everybody that there's no historical proof that black people are Israelites. But there's a book from the 1400s telling you otherwise. It's saying that there's proof, ancient roots, according to this AI document here, right? Ancient roots. Historical accounts mention the presence of Jewish merchants, including the Rahadanites, in the area from as early as the 8th century, Negro.
Mm-hmm.
That's 700s, people. 700, 800s. So y'all have to make this make sense, because it don't right now. If there's no history, if they're telling us that they could find us in the 8th century, that means they got history that dates back to the 8th century, you knuckleheads. That means they got a whole lot of history proving that there's been black people that are Israelites in West Africa. They just don't show it all to you.
Can I show something real quick, Kat?
Go ahead.
All right. Pull this up real quick.
Crazy.
Just so we can show something here.
Bruh said he related to the Goonies dude.
Can you see that?
Yeah, what's that?
It's a map of showing different Jew communities all over Africa.
Oh wow. Where you get
see
that
on
from?
the Google.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So if you can look up here, you can see up way up here at Spain. I can't blow up any. Well, let me see. Hold on. I think I can blow it up a little bit more than this. Hold on. Let's see.
That's interesting.
There we go. Is that a little better?
You know what's crazy? When you zoom in on the Negro land map, you'll see them things by the Sahara Desert and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when you Google at the bottom, you'll see all this stuff down here, and it actually points out the same regions.
Yep.
Interesting.
So you look right here. It says Jewish colony right here. The Lam. There's Timbuktu. I mean, all that you see in red, pretty much.
And for those of y'all that don't know, the place we just was looking at, Timranda or whatever it was called, is near Timbuktu. Timbuktu is a city that's near Songhai and Mali and all that stuff. It's one of those treasured cities where they had the books and stuff. So,
I mean,
that's the same area, literally, where they have the Timbuktu community is probably the exact same people that we just looked at in the Tariq al-Fatash.
Yep. So if anyone can see, you can like look around here, like down here it says Taliban Jews, right? It says Yahwanism. Yep. You got the word Hebrew right here. So you can notice that all North Africa, all of West Africa, even down here on the west coast of Africa, you have all pretty much our people. It says right here, Judeo-paganism, right? Because we weren't always keeping the laws, but this just shows that we were here.
So this is a West African map that shows you Israelite communities all throughout Africa, and it even goes into East Africa too. When you look at the Nubia and over there by Dar and stuff like that, over there in Ethiopia and stuff. So you got Israelite communities all the way over there, even across the water in Arabia, right? They got them over there.
Over here.
So they're showing you the Israelite communities in Africa on this map, right? I actually want this. If you could send that to me, please. I think I need that.
Okay.
So let me add this back to the stage right quick. Now, so we just seen that map there, right? You got the Tariq al-Fatash showing you the region of Timbuktu, which we just saw on that map. There's clearly an Israelite community in Timbuktu, right? This is that Israelite community right here with 333 whales, right? in the Tariq al-Fatash, and they've been there historically since the 8th century CE. But this cracker is telling you that there's no historical evidence that black people are the Israelites. It's crazy. Let's look at something else. Since we just talked about the Negro Land map, let's ask AI what the Negro Land map is. Negro Land, the term Negro Land, is an archaic geographical term. So the reason they called us Negro, the reason it was Negro for sale, not African for sale, even though now they would tell us Africa is an archaic geographical term, is because the geographical term for the people they were looking for wasn't based off of Africa. It was based off of the word Negro. So though today they call us all Africans, back in the time of slavery, it was known that we were not the African people. The archaic geographical term that they would use to, describe where our people were located would be described as Negro land. And the people that come from Negro land would be the Negro. The people that are in Africa would be the African. We were not the African. We were the Negro, right? We were within Africa, but they made us a place within Africa that they themselves called Negro land to separate us and to distinguish the fact that we were in a place or in places that, separate us from actual Africans. How about that? So the Negro land, the term Negro land is an archaic geographical term for a region of West Africa and older maps, not a reference to a specific Jewish community. However, some historical maps of the region, likely related to the slave trade, show a label for the Kingdom of Judah on the West African coast. Though this is distinct from modern day Jewish communities, because they're not white, which are concentrated in places like South Africa, because they only recognized the Limba back in the day, right? Because they have DNA markers that they used to make themselves the Jewish people. The Jewish people's DNA markers that tell the world that they have DNA that goes back to the line of David and the people that's supposed to be in Israel. They actually stole that DNA from the Limba and then put Jewish people on it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to y'all. So they share DNA. You know what I'm saying? What they tell you. Their DNA is the same because the DNA that they're using as theirs isn't actually theirs. It's just Limba DNA, right? So the Limbas, being a people primarily in South Africa, that's the reason they had to put the South African people right there, because the Jewish people are using their DNA to claim Jewish, right? So the term Black Jews refers to a diverse group of people of African descent who identify with Judaism, including modern communities and the Black Hebrew Israelites. So Negro land is associated with Black Jews, and Black Jews associated with the Hebrew Israelites, which would be us, the people he's saying there's no historical evidence for there being Israelites. It's crazy, right? What else we got? Well, let's look at this. Since they would say most Black people come from West Africa, there's a book called Hebrewism of West Africa. What's this book about, AI? Hebrewisms of West Africa refers to a book by Joseph J. Williams that argues for historical and cultural connections between ancient Hebrew traditions and West African cultures. So there's a book that talks about West Africans and their culture being similar to the traditions of the Hebrew Israelites. And it was originally published in the 1930s. Explores potential links through language, religious practices, and social customs, particularly examining similarities between the Ashanti people of West Africa and Hebrew traditions. So we've got books about the Igbo people. We have books about the Ashanti people. We got books about the Ghana people, the Ghanaian people, Senegalese people, the Awe, the Autumn people. It's crazy that they want to keep telling us there's no historical evidence to prove that we are who we say we are. What else we got? Let's get a little bit more, right? historical evidence. Can't never give y'all too much historical evidence. Hey, AI, what's Babylon to Timbuktu? The Jews section in the book Babylon to Timbuktu focuses on the argument that the ancient Hebrews were black Africans. Their heritage was distorted by Eurocentric narratives, and many African Americans are descendants of the ancient Israelites. The book traces this connection by examining biblical and historical records, asserting that the original Hebrew community and early Israelites were black and migrated from the Middle East to other parts of Africa, which would coincide with the books we just read, like Hebrewisms of West Africa and the Tariq al-Fatash. Huh? Ain't that something? It says that Hebrew community and early Israelites were black and migrated from the Middle East to parts of Africa, particularly West Africa, often due to persecution, such as the Roman destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Luke 21. Huh. Crazy how they keep mentioning historical records, right? We even got historical books about this thing right here. Check this out, and then we'll get back to the movie with the guy with the crazy eye, right? Is it a lazy eye or a crazy eye when it comes? I don't know what you call that. The 13th tribe. What's that about, AI? The 13th tribe is a 1976 book by Arthur Kessler that argues Ashkenazi Jews are primarily descended from the Khazars. So let me get this straight. We got books from the 1400, 1402, 1830, 1930. When was this one? Yeah. Okay. And then we got those books explaining to you that black people are Israelites, right? And then we got this book, 1976, explaining to you that the majority of the Jewish people come from are actually not Jewish. They're converts. The 13th Tribe, 1976 book by Arthur Kessler that argues Ashkenazi Jews are primarily descended from the Khazars, a Turkic people who converted to Judaism rather than the ancient Israelites. The book proposes that the Khazar Empire collapsed in the 12th and 13th centuries. These converted Khazars migrated to Eastern Europe and became the ancestors of a large portion of the Ashkenazi population. What else we got? Hold on, I got it. I got to add the Northern Kingdom in there.
I was just about here. I got one right here.
Okay, we can read that in a second. Wait, what you gonna read?
No, I was just gonna show it. I thought you were gonna probably pop it up.
What was it?
Lost Tribes in Promised Lands?
Nope, show that because I didn't get this one on the thing. So this is called A Star in the West. AI, what's A Star in the West about? A Star in the West can refer to a few different things, including the 1816 book. So this is even older than the stuff we see about the black people. 1816 book by Elias Banduit that argues Native Americans descend from the lost tribes of Israel, right? And when we go down, Elias Banduit book, published in 1816, this work attempts to prove that Native Americans were descendants of the 10 tribes of Israel, examining their customs and beliefs and find parallels with the ancient Israelites. Okay? And what you got? Not
Lost Tribes in Promised Lands by Ronald Sanders. And this is
when was that published?
Let me
That's old too.
Yeah, this is a little bit older also. It's not that old. This one is a 78.
78. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
2 years after we proved that the Ashkenazis wasn't Ashkenazis.
Yeah.
Or that they that they not who they say they are. How about that? Because they're not Ashkenazis. But you see there's historical evidence, right? Whole lot of it. Because that wasn't even half of what we could show. That's just what it makes sense to show for this lesson. So let's get back to the cracker.
which live the curses Israel will suffer for disobedience. And they see these verses, especially the ones mentioning being taken in ships, as prophecies about the transatlantic slave trade.
So, in case you forgot what he said, right after he said that there's no historical proof or evidence that we're the Israelites, and we went and showed that there is a lot of that. He then proceeded to say out of the side of his mouth, while cocking his good eye to the left and his bad eye to the right, that that we somehow only have one proof text, which would be Deuteronomy 28, which, mind you, he called it a proof text because he might understand that we can definitely prove what we're saying. He about to try to disprove it with whatever words he about to say that's about to come out of his mouth. He's about to try to make it about Babylon and Assyria. But I want you guys to think while the Jeopardy song plays in your brain. When did Babylon and Assyria take Israelites into captivity on ships? I'll wait. What water is between Babylon and Israel? Can somebody tell me that? Am I missing something?
Pull up a map. Pull up a map, guys.
Am I missing something?
Right.
He was kind of confident when he said that. He making me think. Is there water between Israel and Babylon that I ain't know about? Is there a big ass body of water you can put a ship in and like? I don't think so. So, what is he talking about? But let him finish before we correct him.
But in context, these curses refer to Israel's exile into Babylon and Assyria, not the future African slavery.
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
You heard him.
Can you rewind that, Cap? Can you rewind that?
Look at his face. He's about to. He's confident, right? See his good eyes looking to the left, his bad eyes looking to the right, or maybe his bad eyes looking to the left and his good eyes looking to the right.
Slave trade. But in context, these curses refer to Israel's exile into Babylon and Assyria, not the future African slavery. Now,
So he confidently told us that Deuteronomy 28:68 is about Israel's exile into Babylon and Assyria, not the African slave trade. But there's no water between Israel and Babylon, or Israel and Assyria. And in the book of 2nd Esdras, which is in the Apocrypha, that they don't believe in, that's the only time we see the Assyrians taking Israelites on water. And it's not to slavery, it's from slavery.
Mm-hmm.
So make it make sense. Please make it make sense.
And what he just said, I can prove with this that he's incorrect. Document. This book is called The Critical Review or Annals of Literature, Volume 57 from 1783.
Wait, say it again?
This book is called The Critical Review or Annals of Literature, Volume 57. I brought this out in another lessons. It's published in 1783. It talks about the Portuguese and the Spaniards and every other Edomite nation at that time when they were when the slave trade was started. They kicked our people out of Spain, out of Portugal, sent them to the west coast of Africa, and then shipped them to South America and the islands in the North America.
Oh, man, that's crazy. You see all the information you brought out, and then I looked at the screen and I see the way his face is paused right now. It's like he's just taking in too much information. It's like
right,
he's hurting.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, and this book talks about how they actually even took our brothers over to the Americas, and when they got there, they also brought the brothers who were here and took them back to Spain and Portugal. So, He did. I don't know.
There's no historical evidence, Knock. Somebody wrote that book and it was black person.
Nope, it was a professor, German professor.
One of you blacks. No, that's not German. Not my people. No.
Yep.
One of you blacks write that book.
In 1783.
1783, right? Blacks were writing. You were inventing things, yes?
This book calls the black people in Spain the black Portuguese, the black Jews. That's what they call them.
No,
Black
Portuguese are not
Jews.
black. No, Portuguese are white. Portuguese are white.
Yep.
Yes. Nah.
I'm really trying to think of that hunchback's name. I can't remember it now.
Notre Dame, ain't that it?
No, it's like somebody put it in the chat if they remember the hunchback's name. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now let's look at some of the main beliefs you'll often hear from Hebrew Israelite groups, especially from the street preaching camps and those who are preaching on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. One is they claim to be the true Israelites. I mean, that
ain't that what we is? Hoorah! No, I'm playing. But for real though, we didn't see evidence. We saw all the evidence that we saw. We read the Tariq al-Fatash. Knox showed us an actual map that shows you Israelites in West Africa. We showed you the Negro land map on AI, and it says that it shows Israelites in West Africa separate from the Africans as
There
Negroes.
it is.
What?
No, it's not Igor Nazar.
Who? Igor?
Nah, it's not Igor. I don't think it's Igor. It's something else. But
He looked like his name could be Igor though, don't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like his name. All right, let me stop.
Maybe
Igor.
it is.
Damn, that's crazy. It might be Igor. That's it. Hey, is it Igor?
No, it's Quasimodo. That's what it is.
Oh,
that's his name, Quasimodo.
Quasimodo the huntsman. Who that nigga hunting with that eye?
There it is. Yep.
Keith would know that too. Shout out to Keith.
Shout out.
Hope you
Shalom,
doing,
brother.
But damn. All right. So yeah, Quasimodo said that we claim to be the true Israelites, and he right, because we are. And it ain't just us claiming that. The guy that wrote the Tariq al-Fatash said it. Babylon to Timbuktu, Hebrewisms of West Africa, the 13th tribe, a star in the west, the Benai Israel. We could keep going.
Here's a book right here of a
only person I named that was black that wrote all these books that I just mentioned was Babylon to Timbuktu, Arthur Kessler. He the only nigga. Feel me? So
well, here's a brother right here. Here's a brother right here. If everyone remembers his story, right? I don't know if I'm going to say his name correctly, but it's the interesting narrative of the life of Olaudah or Olaudah Equiano, right? He was stolen from his tribe in Africa and taken over to the Americas, where he was able to gain his freedom. He wrote a book about his life and his journeys and different things like that. And he notated that the things that he saw dealing with the Jews were very similar to the customs that he kept in his tribe in Africa. All right. So this is I don't know how this Vlad, I mean, their narrative is always to steer us to the left. You know, that's their main objective. And it's wicked, it's sad. And it's old. Yo, Vlad, it's old. You're late. You're very late. Very Vladdy late. It's too late. It's all out in the open now.
Got paid. But I want to show y'all this too, in case y'all forgot about this one. Because there's no historical evidence. They claim that they're the true Israelites.
That's where the name stands for. They teach that Black Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans are the real descendants of ancient Israel.
But it ain't just us. See, we can't forget. There's a Jewish person that went viral for doing this. Y'all remember Harry?
Oh yeah, Rosenberg, right?
Yeah. Good old Harry. Can't forget about Harry. Harry told it like it was.
Africa has perhaps hundreds of millions of people with this identity right now, being from the people of Israel. Does that mean they were from the 10 tribes? Likely not. We were taught by the historians and within our own traditions that when the Romans conquered Judea a few hundred years after.
How you catch that?
Israel
I didn't. I
went to
just caught what
exile,
he said.
perhaps millions.
We were taught.
That
Does
this
that
is the
mean that
truth.
these black people are from the Northern Kingdom? Hell no. See, we were taught that after the Romans came and they ransacked and took over Judea in 70 AD. Yeah. He about to tell you what Babylon and Timbuktu says, but niggas be talking about Babylon and Timbuktu is fake. Niggas will tell you Babylon and Timbuktu is pseudo history. I want to pimp slap some of you niggas sometime. Because y'all be knowing what y'all talking about.
Millions of Judeans were sold into slavery, into Africa, into Rome, deep into Africa. And if you look now, you're seeing people who are most likely the descendants of those slaves who kept true. I like to bring up a few specific examples because they're going to be game changers. One of them wrote letters to Israel when it became a state. And they said, we're Israelites out in Africa. You know, everyone laughed at them and they said, African Israelites, these people are just trying to jump on the first world country bandwagon. They're living in a third world country. They got nothing. We're coming to Israel. We got innovation, technology. So they're trying to get on this train because there's such a thing called the right of return. All descendants of the Jewish people from around the world are able to move to Israel. So they said we are also. And everyone kind of laughed at them, like I said. And a few people took it serious and went out there and started studying them, learned about their culture. And a professor from Duke University.
You caught that? A few people took it serious.
Yep.
Like Rudy Rockman. Like people before Rudy Rockman. His handlers, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? They started going to these West African Israelite communities and teaching them Judaism instead of them allowing them to keep their West African Israelite traditions, right? In order to be included, you got to do things the way we want you to do it. You feel me? That's what he's about to allude to, in case you guys are about to miss it and it goes over your head. He just explained how black people were hitting them up telling them we're Israelites. White folks was like, nah, can't be, haha. You're just trying to jump on the bandwagon so that you guys can get the resources that we're about to get from all the different United Nations and stuff like that, right? And then he said some people took it seriously and actually went to Africa to go talk to these people and study them, right? And then what you see that happen next? Now there's all these Israelite communities in West Africa. They're all Jewish now because they all were studied and forced to convert in order to be accepted, right? That's how it works.
University went out there and did DNA testing on them. And he showed not only did they share Semitic genes from people.
Now, the group he's showing that they did DNA testing on wasn't even in West Africa. First group they did DNA testing on was who I showed you before, the Limba, South Africa. There's DNA results that I learned back when I was an African American Studies major at Georgia State that, and even oral traditions like the Sankofa board, right? If you know about the Sankofa, you could look that up if you don't know, whatever, right? The people in Zimbabwe and South Africa use the Sankofa, and there's a Sankofa tradition as well in West Africa. And it's said that the reason why is because the people from West Africa migrated to South Africa and vice versa. So they have the same tradition of that bird and the meaning of it and all that type of stuff because those were the same people that were bringing that tradition back and forth. So, yeah, that's also how the DNA is shared between the Limba and the West African people. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, the Limba specifically in South Africa are who they stole their DNA from, or their DNA results, I'll say.
Who were in Yemen, back to the Middle East. These gentlemen, a large percent of them, have the Y chromosome to be Kohanim, to be priests. Now, if anyone who doesn't know, a priest is a specific family clan of the nation of Israel who come from Aaron, the brother of Moses, who was the first priest. And anyone descended from Aaron has the status title priest. And we found that these men in this village in South Africa called Lemba, Lemba, carry this genetic marker to let us know that they share the same as from the Sephardic and the Ashkenaz and the population of the people in Israel today. They share the same exact DNA marker. That's mind blowing.
See, it's mind blowing because they just went and studied them and said, "Oh, these are the Israelites. We have to make our DNA their DNA."
That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. Matter of fact, I thought I saw. Yeah, this is what Sister Rose said it earlier.
Yes, they just show the DNA.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're getting it.
Shalom, Sister Rose.
Who's Minority 144? Is he?
Yeah, he's putting down some information. Some of the Kichi people's origins, describing them coming from the east.
Oh, where? Yeah.
The Papavu, aka the Mayan Bible.
Yep, exactly. So, and just like they have it over in this side of the world, it's people just like that in West Africa the same way, right? It's people in Germany the same way. It's people in India the same way. So you can't say that it's not Israelites that don't have all these same stories. And then the white folks is all from Europe. Like, what the hell? Where's your East story?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it don't add up. So he's educating them using what they're taught in school about their history with the facts that line up with the black people that are claiming to be Israelites and showing them how their history actually lines up with the things they're taught in school, whereas theirs doesn't because they were all found in Europe. See? That's what the whole gist of this was. That was what was so magnifying about this lesson. Israelites took it as this white guy is actually saying we're the Israelites, but they didn't actually listen to the things he was saying. He's teaching these Jewish people that we're the Israelites based off things they're taught about who they're supposed to be in school,
Right.
using the history that they're taught in school about who they're supposed to be. So we as Israelites, we teach about 70 AD, right? Well, them as Jewish people, they teach about 70 AD. But he was honest in this video and explained that the people that got ransacked in 70 AD ran to Africa. He mentioned the Yemenite Jews and then explained that them people share the same markers as people in Africa. And he mentions the Limba, right? And notice he mentioned Yemenite Jews. He didn't mention Ashkenazi Jews. The Yemenite Jews are supposed to be the Sephardic ones. They're usually a little bit darker, never have red hair. So they don't look like Harry. Harry's Ashkenazi. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, keep that in mind too.
So everyone kind of got humbled a little bit. Who laughed at them and said, "Now what? Now what do we do about this? This could have tremendous implications." Another area in Africa you have something big happening is in Nigeria. You have the Igbo people, or Igbo, pronounced
So
either
we've seen
way.
Ashanti, we've seen
There's 40
Igbo, we've
million
seen
of them.
Ghanaian, we've seen Senegalese.
Also,
They just keep
Christians,
adding on to the
like I
chart.
spoke about before, how that could happen to the children of Israel very easily. But also, a lot of them are now coming out and converting back or adopting the rules of the Torah without all the paganism that they've been practicing.
Converting back or adopting the rules of the Torah without all the paganism, which is converting back.
Isn't that prophecy too?
Yeah.
Okay.
For hundreds of years. There's been books written about it from scholars in
And I read you some of the books.
Nigeria, from scholars from the Jewish people.
Let's get some Bible.
Tariq Al-Fatash. I should read it.
And where it gets interesting is in America, there was a slave trade. And a lot of the slaves, a very high percentage of them, came from Western Nigerian ports.
So
wait a minute.
I just finished. Yeah, go ahead.
Salakia. So he's saying Nigerian ports, right? That would be the west coast of Africa, the area where we find the Ivory Coast, the Gold Coast, and so, right? The area where the map, I think the Bowen map shows the Kingdom of Judah, right? In that area.
Speaking specifically about that area and the people he just mentioned, which would be the Igbo, which is statistically what most black people that were slaves would be the tribe that they came from.
God.
And they're all in Nigeria.
And he's supporting what this book actually says. So he's even supporting some of the historical documents that we study, that we have.
There were books. And we don't make the books. We just read the books and study the books that they made, that we read, that we study, that they made. So because they made them and we read them and we study them, we're only going to regurgitate things that they should know because they made them, right?
That's right.
Problem is you niggas don't read, so y'all be thinking we lying. Or guys like Kakai, Slothman, Quasimodo, you know what I'm saying? Guys like him also will make it seem like, we don't know what we're talking about. But it's because they just not studied. They don't know that there were white guys before them that were telling the truth.
And in America today, you see a very large movement of African Americans who say that they're the real chosen people, that they're the children of Israel, they're the Judeans. So what are they just trying to create an identity for themselves because they were slaves, or is there really?
Ain't that what the white guy with the slothful eye said? The white guy with the slothful eye. Damn. Why the Most High made me say that? All right. But didn't the white guy say that?
Yep.
Didn't he make it seem like we was like tripping? We just some black guys and Hispanics that lost our identity and we trying to find some?
Yeah.
He ain't mentioned who took the identity from us and
and
why we have to find one. But he did mention that we're just some niggas lost and, maybe this is the identity we decided to look for. But this guy is ruling that out. Is it that they're just looking for an identity, or is this actually the identity that these people named after crayon boxes actually supposed to have? Because he's acknowledging, he did just mention there's a slave trade in slave ports. So he's also acknowledging that there was a certain specific type of people that put these folks on slave ports through the slave trade. So all of that's being acknowledged by Harry. It's never acknowledged by the other white people that talk about this topic.
Something here. And the answer is most likely there is something there. And most likely maybe that they were the original Israelites, and maybe that the Jewish people.
And don't get it twisted. Harry don't like us. If you ever saw when Hashar and Daniela was doing them dirty and stuff like that, and Chief and Devon Prospect. Sorry, brother. Almost. Yeah. But when all them brothers was doing their thing on Side Netta, and he was getting Harry when he was skinny on the show, you know what I'm saying? Before Harry started eating real good, Harry was getting towed up by the Israelites. You know what I mean? And after getting towed up enough, he decided, let me just tell the truth. And that's how we get here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what y'all got to understand.
Today, who are white Caucasian people, came in a little bit later on. We know that some of the greatest sages of the transmission of the Torah were converts from Rome. You have a man named Unclus, who
I think that was a cracker that fell out of his chair when the white guy starts saying that their people were converts.
No, they leaving. They getting up out of there.
They're like, nigga, please.
We don't want to hear no more.
I ain't no goddamn convert. And then the Hebrew Israelite from Demona that was in the room said, Ataylo Yehudi. And they went right out the door. Man, screw this. Start slamming doors, knocking tables over, all type of stuff, right? So Harry Paul starts smirking. Like, damn, y'all leaving? It's that bad?
Who wrote a commentary on the Torah, unprecedented, that we still learn today. He was a convert. Some of the largest pillars on the transmission today were Roman converts. So here we are.
He watching people get up and leave.
Hey, he's speaking truth right now.
And he's watching them get up and leave. You can see him looking down at people. They're making faces at him like, shh. Mm-hmm. He's like kind of smirking, trying to keep his train of thought. Looking up. You hear the door shut. Click, 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 click. He looked this way. And then you see his eyes follow. And then you hear the door. Clink, 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 clink. So, I think Nug's right. There's people walking out. They mad. He said the word convert. They like, first he trying to tell us these black people are Israelites. Now you telling us that we converts. So what does that mean? They put 2 and 2 together. If they Israelites and we converts, nigga, you trying to say that they not that we not, nah. But this ain't coming from us. It's coming from a white guy, a Jew-ish man, what they would call a Jew, right? He got the small hat on and everything, right? So, yeah, we could leave that there. Just wanted to refresh y'all memories, you know. What else we got? Y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't already. Baba Kashapp. Okay, I think that's it on that. Let's get back to the guy with the slothful eye. Damn, he looked mad now. Before we had him looking confused, like then he looked like he took in too much energy and fried his brain. Now he looked like, all right, niggas, what's your motive? You ever seen a dude like that get mad, like at the stove, like look like they about to slap somebody? That's probably what he looked like when he get mad at his kids.
Don't know who he mad at. Looking in different directions.
Yeah. Which one you think the good eye?
I'm not saying anything. I don't know. I'm gonna be, you know, be nice.
I was about to ask the chat. Hey, put a 7 if you think he looking to the left. Put an 8 if you think he looking to the right.
Modern Jews and
That
other
could have been where it
nations
came
have
from.
stolen that
Or it could have been
identity,
born that
but
way.
there is no archaeological, historical, or genetic evidence for this. The Bible warns us not to build our faith on myths and endless genealogies. 1 Timothy 1:4. Secondly, they
Looking into endless genealogies has nothing to do with us deciding that we're Israelites. Job 8:8 says to, you know, ask your father and basically search for your genealogy. Search for where you come from. Ask them stories and let them tell you. Like, so we're supposed to know and find out who we are and where we come from.
That reminds me of First Kings, to bethink themselves.
Right. So it's like he doesn't understand what he just read in Timothy or Titus. He don't get it.
emphasize law keeping. They insist that true believers must keep all of the Old Testament laws. Sabbath.
We don't teach all of the Old Testament laws. We teach that you must keep the laws that are conducive for being kept without a temple. We teach the laws that are not supposed to be done away with after we have a sacrifice in Mashiach Yahushua. And then after this kingdom is passed away, all the laws that we wasn't keeping, once the temple comes back, all get kept again. That's how it works. Because the law endureth how long?
Forever.
Oh, no. It's just till Christ died.
It's forever.
Okay. Yeah. Smart guy.
Sabbaths, dietary restrictions, feast days, and specific clothing commands. They believe that keeping these laws earns God's favor. But the Bible,
it's not so much earns God's favor. See, it's about being obedient. The problem with Christians is they like to use that word earn as if we're trying to earn something.
Right.
The Bible is clear. Those that do this get something.
Yep.
It's a promise. It's not something you're earning. Just like they like to say all the time. You get the free gift of the promise. You get the free gift of the kingdom through faith in Jesus Christ. You get the free gift of salvation through faith in Jesus Christ. All that crap they like to say, right? It's all a free gift to them. But when we talk about you get the free gift to be obedient, keep the works of the Bible and faith of Christ. And when the Bible says that those that do that will get the kingdom, will receive the tree of life, will receive the palms in the hands and the crown on the head, will receive the scepter to beat nations to Shivers. It's not so much they earned it, even though they did, but it's more so they did what they were told to do, and they got what they were supposed to get for doing what they was told to do. We are the people trying to do what we was asked to do. Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect.
That's right.
We see via the Bible, everybody's not going to want to do that. Right? But there's going to be a group that doesn't bow the knee to Baal. There's going to be a number that doesn't fall victim to Satan. There's going to be a group, a percentage that, goes through the fire, experiences the trials and tribulations, and comes out golden. So we are trying to show that we're those people. Whereas Christians, they've made up a doctrine to where they don't have to show that they're those people, which is why y'all will not get what we hope to get. The thing that Christians don't like about us is that we're teaching people to do what we are doing, what the Bible says we should do, and at the same time, they're teaching people not to do what the Bible says people should do, and they're seeing the difference in the results because our movement is growing. Right? The Christian church is not what it was.
Nope.
And they see we just keep getting more and more people. The stuff we're saying is making sense to more and more people. The history is matching up to more and more people. So eventually it becomes an issue for them. And that's where they are now with it. It's an issue for them. So, I don't know how much more of this video we got to play because once we get like here, he's just going to be talking about Christians and stuff. So we'll see what he says for a second.
Tells us we are saved by grace through faith, not by works. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Whew. Can I get James chapter 2, verse 17?
Already there.
Yeah, read that.
This is the book of the book of James. This is the book of James, chapter 2, and verse 17, and it reads, "Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone. Yea," you want me to continue?
Yeah, please.
"Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works."
Wait.
Commands. They believe that keeping these laws earns God's favor. But the Bible tells us we are saved by grace through faith, not by works. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8.
Can I read what Yahushai's brother said again?
Please.
This is the book of James, chapter 2, and verse 17. "Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works."
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
Vlad. You make Mother Russia very mad, Vlad.
9. We obey God not to earn salvation, but because we already have it through Christ. Thirdly, they reject the Trinity. Most Hebrew Israelite groups deny the Trinity.
Because the Trinity is not real, Vlad.
No.
Vlad, when you blink, you have to close your eye all the way, Vlad. I shouldn't pause this much and you keep making this face. Da.
They believe that Jesus was the Messiah, but not God in the flesh. But the scriptures are clear. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1:1.
Wait. He just did a joke. Oh wait, let me shut up. Woo. John 1:1 does not. It does not. I repeat, it does not teach the Trinity. That's not what it's teaching. No. Oh, the Trinity. I don't even want to go over this, man. We done did this so many times. Goodness gracious. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? People with his eye. Give me 1 Corinthians 11.
Oh man. What verse you want, Cap?
You have 1 Corinthians?
Yeah.
11 verse 1.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
That's 1 Corinthians 11 and 3?
Oh, Salakia.
I'm about to say, damn.
Salakia. I'm sorry.
They didn't
Well,
did
that was verse 1. Going into verse 3, Salakia. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. I was actually going to go into it. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, if one is over the other, how is that a trinity, Vlad? Vlad gotta make it make sense. Vlad, get on TV and make it make sense. What else I was gonna pull out for this? No. That's fine. We'll just stop there. Because I'm gonna go into a rabbit hole if I read them other verses, and I don't feel like doing it. If y'all want to learn more about the Trinity, we did a class on it. So just type in AHOS Trinity, it'll pop up. Or Anointed House of Saints Trinity. You probably type in the whole thing. But all right. I'm probably gonna play him for like 20 more seconds and see if he say anything else crazy, and then I'm gonna get off because I'm tired of looking at his face. I can't stop making jokes about his eye. And I know it's gonna be some duck monkey Christian in the comments trying to get on me for not being genuine and for being a bad Christian, for talking bad about this guy when I don't give a damn about him or his eye. Okay.
Colossians 2:9 says, in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily. Jesus is fully God and fully man. Anything.
And why he can't never stop saying stuff that's not right? Jesus. Knock, how do you say this without offending people?
I mean, they're going to be, if they're offended, they're offended regardless, Cat. Nothing we say, when we actually read the scriptures verbatim, we're offending them. We don't even interpret it. We just read it because it's simple to read. Reading is fundamental. Reading in context, right? They're offended regardless.
These people don't think reading is fun at all. Lord in Christ.
Hey, let's see what that. Let's see what real quick. Let's just see what his next exclusive view is. I just want to see it. We don't really have to go into it, but it looks like he's about to go into his next point. I just want to.
Less is a heresy. Next thing is they also have an exclusive view of salvation.
We have an exclusive view of salvation.
Mm-hmm.
The exclusive view is
these groups believe that only Israelites, the black Hebrew Israelites, can be saved.
Now you noticed he said black this time when he went and okay.
I was just about to say that because I didn't notice. I didn't know that, but I never heard this part.
Mm-hmm.
So before Hispanic and Native Americans was included, But when it comes to salvation, he want to exclude the Hispanic Native Americans. First, it was Hebrew Israelites. Then it was Black Hebrew Israelite.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a narrative going on here.
To try to make it seem like, okay, Hispanic Native Americans, they could call themselves Israelites and be from a tribe. But when it comes to salvation, only niggas getting saved is the Black Hebrew Israelites. That's how they like try to make it seem. And that's disingenuous because that's not how we teach it. And if you've been paying attention to the, Israelites in this year that's almost over, according to the white man's calendar, in 2025, we've been doing a whole lot of teaching about how the other nations do kind of get a touch of salvation at the end. It just ain't the salvation y'all want. When the Bible says y'all get saved to turn your swords into plowshares and pick grapes and feed us for the rest of your life, like, that's not us adding something to the Bible that's not there. It's there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can't be mad that we're teaching it. But for some reason, they don't want us teaching the truth. They want us to make it seem like we're all going to be in the same position they're in. We're all going to beat our swords into plowshares. So who are we serving? We're all serving Christ. What? So Christ is all the Israelites by himself? Because this sounds like it's multiple people here that's going to be getting this treatment. You know what I'm saying? So that's the question people got to ask themselves when it comes to the doctrines that Christians teach, especially when it comes to the things that he's talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Don't forget.
And that all other nations will be destroyed or enslaved in the future kingdom.
It's a little bit of both, Vlad. It's a little bit of both. They'll be destroyed and enslaved. And then once they're enslaved, they'll be enslaved and destroyed. You feel me? Because we got to break you like a horse to make you do what you're supposed to do. That's why you get a rod of iron to beat the nations to shivers. Y'all are like wild stallions. You know what I'm saying? Damn. What's that horse cartoon movie they used to play back in the day? Somebody my age tell me. Knock ain't gonna know. He too old. No offense.
What?
You ain't gonna know. You ain't.
Hey, wait a minute. I got children, man. You know.
Yeah. But your kids is too young. They wouldn't have watched it.
No, they ain't. No, they not. You forgot. But go ahead. Don't, because then you're really gonna tell my age.
You got a kid my age?
Let's keep on going, Cap. What you slowing down for?
This bad. What's that damn movie? It was about the light-skinned stallion.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't know that.
I know.
I have to call my son.
Nah, man, it ain't Mr. Ed.
That's
a
old.
Cartoon. It's a cartoon. Y'all went too old. I ain't that damn old. Y'all tripping.
If it wasn't on Saturday morning cartoons, I definitely ain't gonna know.
It ain't a Saturday morning cartoon. It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a cartoon. It's a Pixar movie. It's one of Pixar's first movies.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Damn it. Never mind. Y'all. Man, no, it ain't Edward Scissorhands. The guy the guy on the screen is Edward Scissorhands, sis. This nigga is Edward Scissorhands. Yo, what the hell? I don't know. Man.
I can't think of it.
Where's Amber when you need her? She knows this damn movie. Anyway, all right. Forget it. I forget. I'm dead. Yeah, I forgot. I can't think right now. I keep seeing his face. He keep making me lose my train of thought. Like, it's really bothering me the way his head look. It's crazy. Can't keep doing it.
Now, some extremist camps can even teach that white people cannot be saved at all.
Wait. Now that I ain't gonna even disagree with. Ain't no hope for y'all. You have a time where you get to be slavery. You know what I'm saying? You have a time where you get to, have your fun with the chains on and stuff. You know, do your chain hang low, do it wobble to the front. Like y'all gonna get to do that while you hammering and stuff. But like after that, I don't know what the spirit.
See, I knew that. That's
Yeah.
why I put it up there.
Ugh. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, sis. Yes, Spirit. That's the movie. We gotta break y'all niggas like Spirit. Huh? Yes, Spirit. Thank you. Y'all done, you damn Johnny come latelys. I needed that 20 minutes ago. Yes, Spirit. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Man, how y'all don't know that movie? That's a good ass movie. Y'all need to watch that. Sit your kids down and watch Spirit. It ain't got no cuss words in it. The horse get treated just like a nigga. It make you feel like it's a black person. They brand him and everything. You know what I'm saying? You feel a connection with the horse if you black, Hispanic, and Native American. You just gonna feel it. It's only white people beating the horse ass. Ain't no black people doing it. Ain't no Hispanic. It's only white people.
He says like mistake.
You gotta apologize, all right? But man, it's just y'all need to watch that movie. That's a good ass movie. But all right, end of the sidebar. So, homie here needs to understand that there's gonna be a breaking, right? And after the white folks get broken and put in slavery for a certain time, right? Most brothers say 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? We'll just say that for the sake of argument. The white folks supposed to go poof. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to burn y'all to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, right. I'm kind of mad. I know what Mr. Ed is because now seem like only the old niggas knew what that was.
That's just because of reruns.
That's crazy.
Only because
of reruns. But like, yeah, so that's something we gotta understand, right? There's going to be always a breaking, right, of all the nations. But when it comes to the Edomites or so-called white people, after they get broken and put in captivity, the other nations are going to have an opportunity to go back to their own land after a certain time, right? Live as regular people. Just give us tribute. You know what I'm saying? Like the way we feel now about the Jewish people, they got all the power. They can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all of them, but what else is going to be all of us?
They're going to be subject to us. Yeah.
Right. They're going to be subject to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But the power that in your head the Jewish people have once you know who they are, that's the power in their head that the Israelites will have as a nation.
And much more.
Right. I was going to say, as individuals, we will also have our own individual things going on too. Right. So, yeah, that's going to be the difference. It's going to be more glory for us than it is what they have. But the position on the world stage, I guess, if you will, is going to be the same as far as the respect. You know what I'm saying? The Jewish people today are supposed to be the most hated and the most respected. And I ain't going to say that the heathen going to love us because we're going to be, beating their ass when they do something wrong. But they will respect us. We will be the most respected people on the planet. You know what I'm saying? At least till they go back to their own land. So, but I don't want to talk about him no more, not.
But this contradicts the very heart of the gospel. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he has sent his only begotten son, that whoever believes in him, whoever, meaning whoever believes in him, the meaning white, black, and young and old, doesn't matter what nationality, whoever believes in him will be saved. Revelation chapter 7, verse
9. Is that what he said?
I'm cutting this off because every time I say I ain't talking no more, we press play and then he say something that we feel like we have to say something about.
Because he's that's right.
How do you do that? Like, bruh, I was so ready just to get off here. I shouldn't have pressed play. Now we got
It's all good. No. I think we have a solid understanding, even those in the audience, of that lie.
John 3:16 breakdown, right?
Yes. And we have plenty of lessons going over John 3:16.
I'm gonna just read you the 4 scriptures. We ain't gonna read them.
Kind.
John 3:16, Psalm 92, Hebrews 1:1, Isaiah 45:17. If you want to get fancy with it, read John 3:1 and John 3:17. Because they ain't gonna know what them is.
John 17:9, John 18:20.
Yep,
That's
you can
more.
read those too. Because I don't even remember what them is. So I know they ain't gonna know. But yeah. I ain't saying nothing else about him. I ain't playing the video no more. So, but I hope y'all understood and got to see how these Christians will make videos that if you actually sit and analyze what they're saying biblically, the whole video has to be corrected. The whole video. It ain't gonna be 10 seconds you could go through the video and it's not something that has to be corrected in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As y'all saw. So just stop listening to them. Because you see that they're getting more and more antsy. They're being put in a situation where, like I said, I'm going to keep saying this is my conspiracy theory. I think they're paying them big YouTubers to do videos on us now just to push the narrative that we don't know what we're talking about. Because they know if somebody with 2.5 followers does a video on us, he did his research, right? So if he's going to make a video about Christians and Christianity and Black Hebrew Israelites and stuff, they're going to think he automatically did his research. He knows what he's talking about. He has 2.3 million followers, right?
Right.
So he's going to make videos. He's going to say things, bring up scriptures, and they're not even going to look up the context or any of that stuff because he's got 2.3 million followers. He know what he's talking about. That's how it works.
Hey, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys go to this video, check out the comments because there were a lot of our people who were actually saying, "Can you pray for my brother or my sister and her husband because they are now Hebrew Israelites?" I seen probably like maybe 7 comments similar to that, right? So they definitely have a narrative. They definitely want to, because let's think about it. If we call ourselves Egyptians, they're not going to go this mile. They're not going to go these depths and do all this, right? They're not going to push that. If we call ourselves 5%ers, if we call ourselves any other group, when they say that we're just trying to jump on and steal somebody's identity, because we've been all those groups, Nation of Islam, all these other different names, they don't have a problem with that, right? But as soon as we say that we are the people of our book, now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. So just keep that in mind. Just something I want to say real quick. You know, we've been going a little over 2 hours. Hey, I want to thank everyone for lasting this long. You know, kind of, yeah, it's a Monday. But you know, just take this information, the books and the information and historical documents. You know, go back over the video, share this with your family. You know what I'm saying? Let them, you know, see that we got these Christians, the apologetics, that won't stop because they know that their time is near, right? Their end is coming. So that's why we push this. That's why we teach. That's why we go out and preach on the streets to our people, to bring you in, to give you the education, understanding of who you are, right? We didn't just wake up. Like when Captain was going over the different, you know, historical documentations we have, I was actually showing the books because we own these. We own them. We read them.
Right.
We highlight them. We go through them.
It's not just something we was told by some old nigga with a turban on and we copied it and we say it all the time. Like,
you know, this is not Africa Bombada type of stuff where you put a medallion on and say whatever, you know. This is actual study, right? This is actual, you know, education that you have to take on, right? And that's just being wise. But Cap, you done?
Man, I ain't got nothing else to say. Keep the keep showing these type of videos to your family members, especially the historical things, right? That's what validates to them that we're not just making stuff up, right? Because the way you got to think, your family, most of them, majority of the time, don't understand the Bible, right?
Right.
So you making the Bible make sense isn't always enough to make them want to be Israelites.
God.
You just seem like, oh, this nigga think he understand the Bible. Because they don't understand it, they don't know that what you're saying is true either. So if you bring some history to them, it puts a little bit more validation behind what you're saying. Because now you have historical documents that show we're Israelites. So then it's like, oh, okay, when you bring out some biblical stuff, maybe it make a little bit more sense now.
God.
Because you done already showed them some historical stuff that proves we the Israelites. So now when they reading the Bible with you or going over the Bible with you, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense. Feel me? So that's how y'all should keep that going. You know what I'm saying? And teach that to your family members. Show them the history videos. Show them the historical documents. Take screenshots of them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do to have that in your back pocket to be able to show to people, hey, we actually was in these places and we moved over here and we became this and we became that. Like, we've given y'all the lessons and the documents to be able to show y'all that, the books to be able to prove it. You can buy the books. We've showed it to you on Amazon, all that stuff, the price of them and everything. You know what I'm saying? So you could get the books, you could get the information. You know where to find it. For the pages that we've showed you, where like there's quotes in it and stuff, you got the page number. You could turn your phone to the side and take a screenshot of it. Now you got the picture forever.
That's right.
Right? Like,
That's right.
you can use that information to teach people, to show them, hey, we're the Israelites, and there's historical documents that prove this, that, and third.
Yep.
It won't just be a claim that we're making to people. Word of mouth spreads fast. We'll spread the facts that there's history supporting what we're saying, not just niggas on the street corner and on YouTube saying it, right?
Right.
There's actual documents that support what we're saying. It'll be easier for people to digest. So
Not to
that's the
mention,
reason why they're putting them videos out there like this to try to stop us. Go ahead.
right, right. Not to mention archaeology, right?
Yep.
There's archaeology. There's a lot of proof out there, physical proof, right?
Stones, carvings, bodies.
So, you know, we are to study to show ourselves approved. And you know what? This is where we take on the responsibility because of the times that we are in now. We need to teach our children. They absorb a lot quicker and absorb things at a younger age, right? We need to teach our children, our young children. All right. I'm big on teaching the young children, letting them know who they are and what they need to do. Right. So, but before we go, Captain, if you're done, I'm going to go ahead and do what I used to do. I haven't done it in a while. I'm going to give shout outs to those who came in after class started. So real quick, I'm going to go down this list and we're going to let y'all get home. Also get Daniel 7:18. Let me pull that up real quick while I got my sword out. And
the man said, let y'all get home, like they sitting inside of it, like in front of them. Like we all in the sanctuary or something. Everybody in front of us.
What was that?
Squeaky clean. Good to see you, bro.
Who was that?
So damn.
Oh,
ugly.
oh, man. All praises. You came too late.
Yeah, man. You just missed us. We over now.
Yeah.
It's over now.
It's over now. All right, let me give shout outs to those who came in afterwards. I'll give a shout out to Amram, Israel, Shalom. Shalom to the brother Soldier, Yaquab. Shalom to Ak. Said it wrong. Ak of Rectitude. Is that it? Ak of Rectitude. Shalom to the lovely sis Abaya. Shalom to the lovely sis Devorah. Shalom to the mighty brother Kasaja. Shalom to sister Issachar's sister. Shalom to Sister Rose, the lioness. Shalom to Sister Nazayar. Shalom to Sister Neri. Shalom to Yashar Ban Apariyam. Shalom to, hey, if I get this wrong, I apologize. Slakia. Cozy, the Benjamite. Shalom. Shalom to Minority 144. And shalom to Captain Kanal. All praises. Shalom to Captain Kanal. Also, again, any brother or sister who wants to put their brick in or wants to build with Anointed House of Saints, you can do so by letting us know through email at anointedhos@gmail.com. And let's see. Anything? You got something else?
No, I was telling Brother Shalom.
Con. Well, you know what I forgot? I forgot because when we end, I used to do this. I'm trying to get back in the swing of how I used to do things, and I know I'm a little still under the weather, but all praises the Most High was able to have me come on up here and be with my good brother Captain Eliel. But we're gonna have to let that lion roar. Let me go ahead also and get Daniel 7:18, and we're gonna let y'all get on out of here. All right. Well, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18, and it reads, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." By Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai, I want to thank you again for joining us on another Milk Mondays, and we hope to see you next week, 9 p.m. on YouTube, Anointed House of Saints, another Milk Mondays. Hey, but also don't forget we have classes through the week, so be looking forward to our classes through the week. We have our Thursday nights, we have our Saturday night Sabbath morning brew. We also have our Friday night focus classes where we have officers and soldiers coming on and giving lessons. And you're going to be seeing more and more. Also, those who don't know, make sure you visit. Matter of fact, let me just pull it up real quick so you know what it is. Just real quick.
Hold on, Knock. If I was a coward, Squeaky, you wouldn't not see my face every week. Wouldn't be hiding behind a couple of Avengers and a fake name, right? But carry on, Knock. My bad.
Con. I was about to say, don't let them do it to you, Cap. Don't let them get to you.
He ain't doing nothing to me. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
A name. He calls himself Squeaky. Okay. But as you can see, this is our website, AnointedHouseOfSaints.org. Those of you who have not been to the website, please visit the website. Check it out. It has a lot of information that we
wrote up on me. Where? What are you talking about?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Tell that dude it's time out. Put him in timeout. It's too late for that. It's time to go home. Everybody's ready to go to sleep. They got to go to work tomorrow. But you get a chance, definitely visit the website.
Who rolled up on me where? I'm confused. When I got rolled up on.
All right.
Go ahead. And I'm just
saying.
confused.
And he's flooding the chat.
Don't know who he is.
I don't worry about it. But all praises to the Most High. Hey, until next time, family. Let me go ahead and get this off the screen because
probably,
until next time, have a blessed week. And we'll see you again on the next Milk Monday. All right.
I don't know who you
are. Hey, don't have to know. He's nobody. All right. He's nobody. But hey, I'm Captain. Oops, Salakia, Lord. I am Officer Knock with, I meant to say Captain Eliel. It's another Milk Monday. Hey, Shalom, family.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music, black music, black music, black music, black music, black music.